6:50 on Channel 95.7 with Connie and Curtis.
Oh, bless you. 7708-957. It is T-shirt time. Somebody gets one. 7708-957. Caller 10. You get a T-shirt. Connie sneezed again.
It's 2 days in a row.
Ooh. You can't help yourself.
I know.
You're very sneezy.
Apparently, I'm allergic to you.
Is it? Well, maybe because I just washed my hands again and they smell
So
very
did I.
appley. Because we have apple soap in the men's room. So
I think we do too.
I went straight apple just because my hands don't feel clean after touching that booger earlier today.
It wasn't his own booger.
No.
It was a booger in his area, in his little workspace.
Yeah, somebody wiped a booger in here, and then I touched it with my hand because, of course, that's what I do.
Maybe somebody opened a package. You know how they have
Yes.
that stuff on the back of it?
That's my hope. That's my hope.
too. You're never going to find out the truth.
But
though.
in my brain, I think it was a booger. So you get a T-shirt because Connie sneezed. Who is this?
This is Darla.
Hi, Darla. We got you a Bless You T-shirt.
Yay! Finally, I win something.
Yes.
Yay! Thank God for my sneezing.
Yes, luckily,
Yes.
Connie
Bless you,
sneezed on the
Connie.
radio.
Thank you, Darla. I appreciate that. Maybe I'll sneeze again today and we'll give away more.
Hey, you never know. Hold on, Darla. We'll get your information so you can get your shirt and you're all set. Connie just sneezed right there on the radio. It was funny because as the song was ending, she said, uh-oh.
I
I didn't
feel
know.
it.
I didn't know what
I
the
can
uh-oh
feel it
meant.
coming.
I didn't know what it
Shaking
meant.
my head, but that doesn't help.
And then you went, how did that? And you sneezed a good one. And then we gave Darla a shirt. It's that easy. Anytime one of us sneezes, you can always just call in and get a shirt.
It's usually me.
Yeah, you're sneezy.
Yeah.
Yet I'm the one who sneezed to start the
And you're
shirt.
the one who has allergies.
Yes. I just don't. I
Crazy.
don't know. I try not to sneeze on the radio, I guess.
Like when you asked if you could borrow Kevin for a weekend, what if
Yeah.
I would have actually said yes? You
that
would
would
have
have
been
been awesome.
dying.
I wouldn't have cared.
Oh.
Wouldn't have cared. That would have been awesome.
Because you couldn't put him outside.
Wouldn't need to. He would never go outside. He'd be in my house. He would be exploring the house. I wouldn't care.
He would never walk one step probably because your girls would be carrying him around.
Yes.
'cause he's
Well,
so
no, we
cute.
wouldn't let him. We would tell him to let that cat down, is what we would say. Stop
Oh,
picking
no,
up the
let
cat.
him.
Let him just pick up the cat?
I mean, not, like the whole time, but yeah.
They would. They would chase
Because
him.
he's so tiny and
they
fun.
They would chase him and they would pick him up and they would do all kinds of things to him.
Although I think he's like maybe twice the size that he was. The scale
On
registered
Friday?
when he got on.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just saw him 4 days ago.
No, I mean twice as the size when we got him 2 weeks ago. Two and a half
Okay.
weeks ago now.
Okay, he's doubled in size.
He's Dan used to be able to hold him in one palm.
Yes.
And last night I was watching Dan hold him. Dan had to use two hands.
2 hands.
Ah.
Okay.
He's growing like a weed.
Get him to my house.
No.
Let's just spend one
I
day.
would, Curtis, but I would miss him too much.
You can sit.
I'm still in that in love phase. In fact, I figured out that I'm going to have to start setting my alarm earlier so I can play with him in the morning. As if 3:50 isn't early enough to get up. But
Okay.
I'm going to have to leave myself a few more minutes so I can
and play with him.
kiss his little face.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
you will play with the cat there in the morning.
Except for Dan totally housed him last night.
What does that mean?
I didn't get to see him this morning.
Locked him in his room? Mm-hmm. Probably because he missed him. Mm-hmm. See,
I think he did.
yes,
Yeah.
because yesterday morning, Connie woke up and the cat was in the bed with her.
Yeah, because Dan and I during the week, because he snores a lot, we don't sleep together during
Right.
the week because I get up so early.
Absolutely.
And I wake up like that.
Makes perfect sense. So the cat normally sleeps with Dan because Dan goes to bed later too. So he really kind of takes over the cat at night.
When he got home from work yesterday, he was like, yeah, he didn't come down at all last night. He was with you the whole entire night. I didn't even see him until like 30 minutes before I was going to work.
So-
blah, blah, blah. And
so
I was like,
you're going to bed and he's closing the door to your bedroom. Like, good night. Sorry that your friend won't be able to come and find you.
yeah, I think he missed him. So last night he was stealing him.
Funny.
He's so cute.
If you dropped him at my house though, and then Dan wouldn't know where he was, he would spend all night looking for him. It'd be a pretty
Be
fun prank.
sad. That's a mean prank.
A good prank. It's
not fun.
The cat's okay. The cat's at my house for the weekend.
That's not fun.
Or you
That's
should do a
mean.
switcheroo. Just one of my cats is at her house.
Oh, the switcheroo.
Yeah.
I don't want one of your cats. They do weird things.
They throw up. They eat jerky.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, you don't have fun, cute cats.
I do too have cute cats.
You have the
I do
worst.
too have cute cats.
No, you have the worst cats.
I don't think there's any such thing as an ugly cat.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
there's
everybody
so
used to
many.
think Poof was so ugly.
Poof was very angry looking.
Yeah.
But he was furry.
But don't you wonder what Kevin's going to look like? Because Poof was a Persian.
Yeah.
Kevin's a Persian. So you think that he doesn't look angry right now, though. He looks more surprised.
He was confused. You're saying surprised. And that's what a mom says about her confused child. Your cat has a confused look, is what your
His
cat
eyes
has.
are very big, and he's like, doink.
He's very confused. Like, what is this? What's happening
I wonder
here?
when he's going to get that angry look. Maybe he'll never get it.
I would like to see him around
Maybe he'll always look surprised.
my 3 kids. Because my brother-in-law got 2 kittens. They have 2 kids, so they got
Okay.
their kids each a kitten.
Okay.
They went to the Humane Society and said, "We want kittens. Boom, let's get them."
Were they brother and sister kittens?
Probably. Who knows? Aren't they all? So he goes. They get them, and these kids chased and terrorized these cats.
Oh.
Like so now they're used to those kids, but when my kids come over, they are scared to death of them because all my kids want to do is pick them up.
Yeah.
Because that's what these kids did early on is just pick them up. Like you and Dan are very picky uppy. So my kids will walk in the house and you see both cats just disappear. They know it. And then they'll come out because they like people.
Right.
So they'll come out into the room and Charlotte or Elizabeth will reach down and pick it up and they are like, no!
You can just see it in their face. They
I
get all
forgot.
squirmy.
I forgot about this. I forgot about this. And then they'll get pet. But I would like to see what Kevin does with that. Get my 3 kids in there and just see what happens.
Well, I don't
to
want them
Kevin.
to terrorize him.
But they terrorize out of love.
He doesn't know that.
You know, they're not like
He's a baby.
they're not
Introduce him
pulling
to
his
kids
hair.
while he's young, though.
Yeah,
So
he's
he
only
gets-
like 13
yeah.
weeks.
Yeah, so get the kids in there. He'll be used to them.
No.
This is awesome.
I changed my mind.
We're coming over today. Perfect. School's
You
out.
can't. You're going shopping today.
But that's early. I have to wait till school's
Shopping
out
for
to come over
Kevin's.
with the kids.
Huh?
Shopping for Kevin's.
What does that mean?
He's going to go get your Kevin.
Oh.
Oh,
He can't
yeah.
get into my house.
I could get near your house.
Oh, you couldn't get into
yeah,
my
screen
house.
door. That's easy.
Yeah, and it's always open at this time of year. I mean, it is 30 degrees outside.
Right,
so
that's
I just
probably-
leave the screen open, just
Probably not the right place to try to
cut
break
right
into a
around the
house.
screen, you weird freak.
Maybe I would go through a window.
Seriously.
I'm too big to go through a window. But one time, my mom was locked out of
gosh,
our
here comes
house,
a window story.
and she had to cut the window and then send me through. And I had to unlock the
Should
door.
have cut the window?
Cut the screen.
She's a glass cutter?
It was cold that day.
In her purse.
So
Curtis!
she cut the
It is your
glass, and then
mom.
we went right through. Well, my mom's nipples still responded cold the same as everyone
stop
else's.
it. You shouldn't use the word mom and the nipple word
Yeah,
in the same
no.
sentence.
I think you should.
No.
Oh, no.
That's like my favorite restaurant for like the first year and a half of my life. I got fond memories. So I had to go through the screen
Continues.
and then walk and open the door. I remember that. I was like 5, maybe 6.
I'm surprised you didn't just leave her out there
Well,
and
and
just
that's-
go in and start playing
I remember
Atari.
I remember she thought that I was going to, and she very clearly said, make sure to open the door. Because who knows what I'm going to do. Rat poison was in there. I could eat that. You never know. You get into things, right? Get into the Drano. I was a troubled child.
You think?
Yeah.
You're a troubled adult.
Whoa! You're a troubled adult. Say those things to me.
You are.
It's not nice
You
at all.
are. I can't. Ugh.
So
All
the,
right,
so-
well-
so the kids and I,
So the kids and I are not having Kevin around.
no, we are.
I just changed my mind.
Fine.
No, that's not happening.
Because they're too rough.
No, because I don't want you near him. It has nothing to do with the girl.
Connie and Curtis.